Everyone, this is Karen Edwards with Roofers Coffee Shop, and we are coming to you live from the FRSA Expo Day 2. And I am joined by Garrett Littleton from All Points Tile and Slate. Yes, welcome.
I'm so happy to be here, Karen.
Yeah, I'm so glad you could be here. How's the show been so far?
It's been great. Booth 638 has been popping. Everybody's there. Everybody wants our hats, our mints, and they most importantly want to talk about our services.
I saw the hats. I saw lots of people walking around with the hats.
Absolutely.
So it's if you are planning to come to the FRSA, stop by booth 638 and check out the hats because they are very popular. But tell me, what do you do at All Points?
So we specialize in acquiring old discontinued tiles, roof tiles, concrete, clay, slate, and sourcing the material, providing free tile IDs for industry professionals, whether it's commercial or residential, to help repair homeowners' roofs. So we'll do the free tile ID, we'll do the delivery, we'll do the custom color matching in the event that we don't have exactly what that person needs, and we kind of make sure that we take all the headaches away from sourcing the material. The labor's hard enough, so we just want to make it easy to get the old stuff for everybody.
So if I'm a contractor and I've got a customer that needs a dozen tiles replaced, but they don't manufacture those tiles anymore, you can hook me up.
Absolutely. Send us a picture of the front and back. If you can't do that, because sometimes it's a little bit difficult to get that stuff off the roof without breaking it, just get us some measurements, length, width, a couple different photos around the house just to give us some additional information. And you might not even need to call. We can just handle it all through email, and you guys can get a quote out to your customer faster that way.
That is amazing.
Yeah, we really think about what would happen if we were that homeowner and we have a hole up on our roof. I don't want to be on the hook for a couple weeks. I want that answer fast, and that's exactly what we aim to do.
So tell me about your service area. Are you nationwide?
So we primarily deal in the state of Florida, but of course tile roofers everywhere: California, Arizona, Oregon, Washington, and we've sold to all those places that I just listed. And that's why we have such a powerful digital tile identification service.
That is amazing. That
Right,
is amazing.
yeah.
So, are the contractors that you're talking to, are they excited, surprised? They knew about you? They didn't know about you? What's the?
It's unbelievable. You hear a mix of things every single day, even in the local community. Well, we're in Oviedo, and there's guys that are like, I've been living in this area for 20 years, and I just found out about you. So that's one big reason we're on this podcast today.
Yes,
out there.
yes, because we want everyone to know that this service exists, and it's really unique. Tell me a little bit about how the company got started.
So about 21 years ago, the company got founded because there was a hole in the market for the actual owner who had a tile roof, and he ran through the problem of not being able to source the material. And he was adjacent to the industry, and he kind of thought to himself, okay, I know the material, I know how important the material is, why don't I do it? And then ever since then, it's just been an evolution of learning more, grabbing more literature from shows like the FRSA, contacting suppliers, whether it's South American countries, European countries, to be able to figure out the history of their material, because sometimes manufacturers have a 100-year history, so it can be very difficult to actually know exactly what we're looking at. So
Right. I mean, there's so many different styles, colors, types. How do you do it? Is it just all in your brain, or is there a little bit of technology behind it?
So quite a bit of it is experience that you need to be able to gain that knowledge, but some of it is a little bit plug and chug now, because we have a website where we have over 450 different products with all the color variations on it. So some roofers, even if they're new to doing tile repairs, if they know that they have a flat tile that's 13 inches wide, they can go on our website, search for flat tiles, find one that fits that dimension, and then they can make their own identification. So we're really trying to, like I said, we're trying to put ourselves in the shoes of the homeowner and think to ourselves, what would we want done? And we want speed. We want people to get that repaired. So we're trying to give that knowledge out to the roofers.
So you guys buy tile too, right? So if a contractor is doing a new roof, and they're tearing off maybe, this is something they could say, hey, I've got 25% of this is still good or usable. They can contact you.
Absolutely, and oftentimes that's how we source our material. But it's a win-win-win all around. They save some space on their dumpsters, they get a little bit of money so that they save on dumpster fees, pay their guys, And then they'll know if I ever run into a discontinued tile repair job, oh, I know All Points just got some of that from me, so I'll be able to get it, and I know the color.
That's fantastic.
Right.
So you said the whole process is pretty quick, like a turnaround time. So the tile exists, right? You've got it stored somewhere. So there's no like I can't get the materials. Maybe shipping might be a challenge. I'm not sure, but what's the actual start to finish? I send you my picture. I need this tile. You find it, identify it, and get it to me. What's that process take?
So our goal is to get every single tile identified within the day. So if you send us a text or an email at 8 a.m., my goal is to have it done by lunch so that you can send a runner, if you're local, maybe you're within an hour, send a runner, show up to our shop. You've got that tile to schedule out the job the next day. Every now and then, depending on the difficulty, the complexity of the tile, where we have to do a little bit of research, go to the old catalogs, it might take around 2 days. But typically, everything is done within the day.
That's amazing. And are you a tile identifier?
That's my job.
What is your job title for?
I wear every hat, but right now, I guess I would say sales, just because there's so much new construction that you kind of have to start pounding the pavement hard on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said earlier, before we sat down here, that you're busy. You're really busy in all areas. And you mentioned the tile ID. And then the color matching?
Yes.
That was another one that you're really busy in. Tell me how that works.
So what often happens is that we'll have the discontinued tile, but obviously we can only salvage a few roofs a month, which means we only have a few colors a month. So let's say a manufacturer had 30 colors in their lineup and we only have 4. Well, there's 26 potential customers that we don't have what they need, which is why we've spent a lot of time in research and development for custom glazing. So we have a 5-step process to paint the material. We clean the tile, bond the tile so that the paint sticks easier, 2 coats of paint, and then a protective clear coat that provides a 10-year warranty, where you can literally use a metal wire brush to scrape at it and no paint will come off. So imagine how it's going to be protected against hail or sticks or something like that.
Yeah, that's amazing. I was going to ask about warranty, but you answered that question.
Yeah, a lot of homeowners, they won't accept, let's say you have a green tile and you have a gray one. You're not going to accept a gray tile at the front of their roof. So we really, again, it goes back to putting ourselves in their shoes. Would I want a mismatched color on my roof, or would I want somebody that is going to take the time to paint 20 tiles, even though that seems small to everybody else? To us, that's our bread and butter.
It's important.
Absolutely.
And how do you match the color through photographs?
So if you have a color that is an easily identifiable manufacturer color, so let's say Pinto Blend, for example, that's very synonymous to the roofing industry. So we'll call our manufacturer Albertsons, who specializes in roof tile paint, not just exterior paint. And we'll say, hey, can I have the base blend for the Pinto as well as the 2 injects? No problem. And then we have that paint turnaround in about 2 to 3 weeks. But if it's something that's very weathered and we're actually going to have to get a custom color created, bring us a sample about the size of a cell phone, maybe your palm.
Yeah.
And then we send that to them, and same thing, 2 to 3 week lead time.
Nice. So you're pretty much doing the work for the contractor, making it easy.
Well, here's the thing too, though. It goes back to, I said that there was manufacturer colors that are easy to identify, but you know how I mentioned there's the weathered colors?
Yes.
So we went the extra step of actually providing some techniques on that custom glazing to match the weathered look. So if you originally had a gray tile, we don't just want to paint a gray tile because your tile is weathered, so now it looks gray with the little white specks. So we've gone the extra step in doing the work like you said, and applying new techniques to actually make it look weathered, like it's been in the sun for 20 years.
Because if it looks brand new, it's going to stand out as well.
Right.
Oh wow, that's amazing! I'm so impressed.
Thank you.
I hope all the contractors out there watching this are impressed too. We hope you can make it to the show and stop by booth 638.
638.
Check it out. See, feel, touch. Check out the hats. But if not, if you can't make it to the show, you can visit the Roofers Coffee Shop directory for All Points Tile and Slate, or visit their website because everything you need to know to get started should be there, right?
Allpointstyle.com.
allpointstile.com. All right, so thank you so much for joining me. It's been great talking to you and getting to know more about the company. And for the watchers out there, stay tuned because we've got coffee conversations coming up here probably in just about 15 minutes. That'll be live, talking to some leading contractors in Florida. And be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell because we got live interviews continuing throughout the day and tomorrow.